Hello, we look forward to welcoming some of our pupils back to the college. From the 15th of June, under the government advice, Denstone College will only accept pupils deemed eligible to return to the college. This will be the fourth form pupils and the lower sixth. For those pupils that are shielding or clinically vulnerable, you are not expected to attend, but to continue remote learning from home. If you're unsure, please speak to your GP. Those living with someone classed as clinically vulnerable are only advised to attend college if they are confident that they can adhere to the protective measures in place. Along with this, we will continue to provide in-college teaching to the key worker pupils who will remain together as a separate group. Unfortunately, no setting can be guaranteed to be 100% COVID secure, but we commit to exercising our professional judgment in ensuring that the highest possible standards of safety can be employed within the scope of our available physical and human resources. To prevent the spread of the coronavirus, the college will use a range of protective measures to create a safer environment in which the risk of spreading the virus is substantially reduced for all pupils and staff. Firstly, it's important to ask that no member of staff or pupil should attend the college if they are unwell, particularly if they are displaying the main symptoms of coronavirus or anyone in their household is displaying these symptoms, namely a high temperature. This means you feel hot to touch on your chest or your back. You don't need to measure your temperature. A new continuous cough. This means coughing a lot, more than an hour, or 3 or more coughing episodes in 24 hours. If you usually have a cough, it may be worse than usual. A loss or change to your sense of smell or taste. This means you've noticed you cannot smell or taste anything, or things smell or taste different to normal. If you are in any doubt, please check with a medical centre before making your journey into the college. If you have your own hand gel, then please feel free to bring it in and use it frequently. Can we also ask that you bring the packet of tissues in, if at all possible? Whilst government guidelines state that face masks are not necessary, we recognise that some pupils and staff may feel more comfortable wearing them, so it is fine to do so. Medical centre staff will wear PPE if we are providing treatments in line with the government guidelines. We ask you also to bring your own drinking water, which can be filled up in school, and a packed lunch. Also, you can come to college in non-uniform in order to relieve the stress of having to launder uniforms daily. In line with the government guidelines, we have carried out a risk assessment prior to the opening. The domestic staff will also be carrying out a more frequent cleaning regime to help minimise the risk of the virus developing on frequently touched surfaces such as door handles, handrails and toilet facilities. There are a few key measures that we have put in place for your safety whilst attending the college. Again, these have been done adhering to the government guidelines. Attention must be given and adhered to any instructions given by any member of the college staff. This is, again, for your safety and the safety of everyone. It is important we all work together to look after each other at this time. The college will have a slightly staggered timing at the start and the end of the day to avoid congestion at these peak times. Timetables will be provided prior to the commencement of any teaching that takes place. On arrival and departure, can we ask parents to respect the guidelines on social distancing and please remain in their cars? On arrival at the college, fourth form pupils should be dropped off at their arrival time, following the bus route to the front of Tukey's and the Derbyshire building. Parents are asked to remain, as said earlier, in their vehicles whilst maintaining the social distancing. Lower sixths are asked to proceed to the swimming pool car park to either park their cars or to be dropped off at their arrival time and move directly to their classroom. In respect of social distancing, the government advises that a hierarchy of measures can inform an effective control system. Number 1, minimising contact with individuals who are unwell by ensuring that those who have the coronavirus symptoms or who have someone in their household who does do not attend the college. Cleaning hands more often than usual. Wash hands thoroughly for 20 seconds. then drying them thoroughly, either with a paper towel or with the hand dryer. And then obviously bin your waste. Hand gel will be in every classroom at a sanitiser station. It won't be in the bathrooms, but it's the same principle as washing your hand. Applying a small amount and making sure you're rubbing it into all the key areas. Number 3, ensuring good respiratory hygiene by promoting the catch it, bin it, kill it approach. So any tissue that you use to sneeze into or blow your nose, it needs to go directly into the bin. Number 4, cleaning frequently touched surfaces more often. Number 5, minimising contact and mixing. We've developed a one-way system to enter and exit various buildings as much as is possible. To enable us to all keep safe, we've promoted a one-way system. Stickers will mark the way, and they've all been put 2 metres apart. And we ask you to adhere to this in line with government guidelines. Each room will have a maximum occupancy level poster displayed on the door. Once in the classroom, you'll find some changes. Obviously, we've had to separate the desks to the 2 metre distance, so everything is very, very spread out. Please wait to enter the classroom at 2 metre distance from each other until you're asked to enter the classroom by your teacher. You will then be directed to the furthest seat in the classroom. Everybody else will then follow in at 2 metre distance and take their seats. You'll find a hand sanitising station as you enter the teaching environment. If you haven't already washed your hands when you enter the room, then please use the sanitiser gel that is available to you. There are also some tissues. At the end of the lesson, when instructed by your teacher to do so, please come forward, take some of the blue roll that's been left for you, go over to your desk, spray onto the tissue, and then wipe the area where you've been working, please. And then, of course, you're going to put this into the bin. Can we ask that you don't share items with each other? In practical lessons, from time to time, you may use communal items, such as scissors, goggles when you're in science. These will need to be sanitised after using them. There will be wipes or there'll be sanitiser spray provided. If you've used a keyboard, especially when you're in the IT rooms, wipes will be provided. And if you can get into them, you'll be able to use them. All you need to do is just wipe that keyboard down after you've used it, and the mouse if there is one as well. And again, pop that in the bin. Lunchtime will normally take place within the classroom that you're in at that time. However, if you are in the labs, DT or art, then you'll be directed to an alternative venue to eat your lunch. This may be outside if the weather's kind to us, but knowing Denstone, it probably won't be, so another venue will be provided. After eating, we ask that your desk is cleaned in readiness for the afternoon's lesson. At home time, each year group will be allocated a time to be collected. Parents are asked to arrange to collect you at the allotted finish time. We ask them to remain in their cars and text you to let you know that they've arrived in order for you to meet them where you were dropped off in the morning. Again, this is to keep everybody safe. If you become unwell during the day, please in the first instance alert your teacher. They will then make contact with us at the medical centre, and we will arrange for an appointment to be made to meet with you to assess your symptoms. If you have got COVID signs, then the medical centre will provide an isolation area, which it currently is in the sixth form centre. A nurse will stay with that pupil until their parent can collect them. If you have any queries, please review the protective measures policy or the frequently asked questions in the first instance. If these don't provide you with the answer, then please contact the medical centre and we're always happy to help. Thank you for listening. I hope you found this information useful and it's helped alleviate some of the fears about your child returning to school. We look forward very much to receiving the children back in school next week. Thank you. Goodbye.